Shraddha, welcome and thank you
Thank you
for
so much,
taking the
Seema, for
time.
having me.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
yeah. I would you just like to introduce some of the group members already know you, your work, but people, some of them may not know who you are. So if you could introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about what kind of work you do.
So, Seema, I am a life coach and I'm a
Mhm.
psychotherapist. I'm an energy healer and a master NLP practitioner. I'm a deep relaxation therapist. So, basically, I've been in this field of coaching since the past 20 years. And
Wow,
at every level, it's been like wherever I felt that there is something that I can learn to get better results for my clients, I've gone ahead and done that. So, that is how I ended up in NLP too. And I've got some
wonderful.
wonderful results with it.
That's good. That's nice.
So
Okay, and what other kind of work do you do? Do you do private practice or
I do private
trainings?
practice. I am, in fact, right now, what I am focusing on is also online coaching because
Okay.
training I've been doing and therapy, like I said, I've been doing since the past 20 years already. But of late, I'm feeling that a lot of people, though they require therapy, can't come because of time, because sometimes the place they are in, they're not able to connect. Sometimes it is
Right.
also because they feel embarrassed going to a therapist.
Hmm.
So this gives them a very
Hmm.
nice anonymous platform,
Hmm.
lot of
Hmm. Hmm.
confidentiality guarantee. Plus, it's more convenient. So people who are
That's nice.
working,
Okay.
who cannot leave their office and come for an hour in the middle of the day, they can do it from their desk. So that way, it's
Hmm.
very
Hmm. Hmm.
convenient. Yes. So I do
Wonderful.
training, I do therapy, and I do online coaching. Yeah.
And I understand that you use whatever works for you the best, right? So you are, for those who don't know, Shraddha, you are a certified NLP master practitioner, and you have also been
Yeah.
certified by Indian School of Success as a transformation trainer and a life coach,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
what has been your experience with NLP? How have the techniques and tools of NLP, are they applicable in your work? How do they work with your people?
Seema, I've always seen people in four dimensions. For me, it's like there is a mental aspect or a thought aspect, the mind aspect. There is a feeling, the emotional or the physical aspect. There
Mm-hmm.
is the behavior, the result, the action aspect. And there is something
Right,
that powers
right.
all of this, right? So that is energy. So I have tried
Mm-hmm.
to address any issue that my clients come up with at all the four levels. So
Mm-hmm.
NLP works wonders when it comes to the thought and the feelings, the mental and the
Mm-hmm.
physical aspect.
Right.
Um, because it's like you just take a shortcut over there. Something that let's say if I had to solve a problem where there was a phobia involved, where there was a lot of fear involved, it would take
Mm-hmm.
me years to deal with it. But now with NLP, I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing it so much more faster and it's so much more fun because NLP techniques are a lot of fun, right? So even the clients enjoy them
Right,
a lot and we get a
right,
lot done
awesome.
very fast. I use perceptual possessions a lot. I think that's my
Okay,
personal favorite technique because
favorite.
absolutely. Because what happens is normally whenever there is a problem, we are always able to understand our part. We can see the things from our side. We know what we are doing. We understand. We are doing the best that we can from this place.
Hmm.
But what we
Right,
often don't see is how the other person is seeing it. So most
yes,
of the time, we don't get the desired result. So
right.
if it's a relationship problem or wherever there are two people involved, I help my clients do the perceptual positions, and
Awesome.
it's like a immediate, and
Incredible.
you can see that aha on their face. It goes like, oh, this is what is happening, and that is where this problem
That's
is.
amazing. It's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Okay, and Shraddha, getting into what you are here to tell us today, because your area of specialty obviously is working at the energy level, right? So,
yeah.
what can you tell us about this? What do you mean by energy, and how can somebody work at this level to be able to overcome stress or this fast-paced lifestyle?
All right. So like I was telling you, I see people in four dimensions: the physical, the mental, and the energy and the behavior. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
all four things. Energy, when we talk about energy, it's not this energy that we get from calories. It's not the food energy. It's the energy
Right.
that's all around us, that nature gives us. It's just flowing through us. It's there. Uh, and another thing about energy is a lot of people talk about negative energies and positive energies. So energy is
Mm-hmm.
it's just a resource. What you
Hmm.
do with it decides what it is going to do for you, right? So the
Right.
intent with
Right.
which you use something decides how it is. Second thing is, if you're perfectly natural, if you're perfectly calm in a state of balance, then that energy is flowing through you normally. But these days,
Hmm.
there is so much of stress involved, there's so much of unnaturality, artificiality in our lives that this energy tends to get backed up. It tends to get
Hmm.
blocked. It tends to get stuck. That is when we end up having a lot of diseases. Okay.
Right.
So now our today's topic, you wanted me to talk about stress and how we can deal with it
Right.
at the energy level. So if you understand energy this way, then just think of it like there is a battery, okay? And if it is
Mm-hmm.
connected properly, then the torchlight is full on. But if there is any kind of kachara in the middle, any kind of
Hmm.
carbon
Hmm.
in the middle, then it keeps switching on and off. So you just need to
Hmm.
remove the
Hmm.
battery and clear it up and put it back on, and then the power is fine
Right.
again. When it
Right.
comes to us, obviously, we cannot pull the power out, we cannot
Do
pull the
that.
battery out. But yeah, there are a lot of simple, very natural things that we can do, which a lot of us do instinctively without even realizing it, because
Uh-huh.
our body recognizes this. We're used to it,
Okay.
but we just tend to overthink it a bit. So that
Okay.
is energy for you.
So, what would be some practical tips or techniques that you can share with our viewers so that they can probably go back and right away start using it? Because we know how people tend to get stuck and start feeling
Absolutely.
overwhelmed with things. Something that they can just right away use.
Okay. Since you just said use the word stuck, okay, I'll talk about a typical problem, typical situation which causes
Mm-hmm.
stress, being stuck in a
Mm-hmm.
traffic jam. Okay.
Right. Yes.
That is something
Yes.
that all of us are facing, that all of us go through at some point or the other. And I'm sure you agree it is quite stressful. Yes?
It is. Yes.
Right? So let's see how stress affects us at all these four levels. Okay. So, Seema, when you're stuck in a traffic jam, what are you thinking?
I'm probably thinking, see, I use NLP, so I don't usually let myself think negatively. But if I was to assume
Absolutely.
if I were to get stressed, then I would probably focus on the pathetic way other people are driving,
Yes. Okay.
or the noise.
The condition of the road, the people
Yeah,
around, the Indian government, how it is not
the
doing
noise. Yeah.
anything, right? So, empowering thoughts or disempowering thoughts,
If I'm getting stressed, it's disempowering for sure.
right? Okay. How are you feeling?
Obviously, it's very helpless or frustrated and angry.
Angry, cranky, jittery, irritated, right?
Yes,
Again, not very empowered.
yes.
How are you behaving at that time?
Mm, probably body stiff and probably shouting at somebody or
Impatient, honking the
impatient.
horn. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What is the behavior like? Efficient, effective, useful? No,
No, unresourceful.
unresourceful. Right. Now, when these three things are like this, how do you think the energy will be?
Low,
Low, it's
disturbed.
disturbed is the word. So imagine a flame which is going straight shooting, the flame of a candle going straight up when there is no breeze or air to, shift it around. And imagine the same candle flickering when there is a fan on. That is how
Mm-hmm.
energy gets disturbed, right? So
Okay.
today what we can do is I demonstrate and I will ask you to try it on immediately, two very simple but very effective energy techniques. Yeah,
Okay. Awesome. Waiting for it.
right. So the first technique that you can use is breathing. You breathing, Seema?
Breathing.
Are you breathing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now this is something that you're doing all the time without even thinking about it. What we are going to do now is think consciously and breathe deeply. And when I say breathe deeply, don't go, okay? Very gently, very long, a very relaxed breath. Take this in. And when you are breathing out, just blow it out very gently. Okay, can you do
Okay.
that for me? Let's do it together. Right? Now imagine there's this beautiful cake in front of you. Continue breathing in. Imagine this lovely birthday cake in front of you, full of candles. So when you're going to blow out, imagine just blowing out those candles. Right?
Okay.
So just breathe in
Okay.
deeply.
That's different.
So how's it feeling now?
Nice, nice.
Right? So just do this a couple more times, maybe 4, 5 times, and you will immediately realize that this is like almost smoothing the velvet, which has been pushed the wrong way. Right?
Yeah.
Would you like to give it a shot?
Yeah, sure. I need to remember that there are a lot of candles, right?
Lord of them. And you
Yeah.
also need to remember that if you leave even one unblown, all the others will light up immediately. So you have to do a
Okay.
good job of blowing them out.
Blowing them
Huh?
out.
This
Nice, very
technique,
nice.
Seema, helps at 3 levels. The reason why this is so effective is one, the more oxygen you take into your body, the more alkaline it becomes. So the less acidity, the less acidic content in your body, the lesser chances are there of having psychosomatic disorders. So
Okay.
many pains, so much discomfort in our body is due to stress, which we don't even realize.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start
Mm-hmm.
doing this, it automatically pushes all these things out of your system.
Right.
Second thing is
Okay.
it gives you that little bit of space between thought and action. So when you're taking a deep
Mm-hmm.
breath, it disconnects for a moment all the stress that you're facing so that you're able to
Mm-hmm.
think more logically.
I think
So
even
then,
the visualizing the candles helps
yes,
because rather than just blowing out and thinking of 10 other things, you are creating a
you're
different visual in
focusing
your
on
head
this. Yes.
on
That
something
is where
else.
the NLP comes in, right? Because
Right,
you're
right.
totally focused
Absolutely.
over there. This is such a
Yeah,
complementary thing, Seema. Energy healing, NLP, all of them go together and so
absolutely.
beautifully
Absolutely.
at that. So another thing is, it like I said, it just smooths out your energy. So if you've ever rubbed a velvet the wrong way and
Yeah,
you see that rough patch kind of a thing and you just
yeah,
smoothen it out, this is what you're doing to your energy essentially. So this
yeah.
is
Very
one of the
nice.
techniques that
Very
you can use.
nicely explained.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
Okay,
So this is one technique. The other
okay,
technique is okay, why don't you do this with me again? Just take the tips of your fingers
okay,
together and rub them together like this. This is for
okay,
those people who say we don't believe in energy or we don't feel energy. Okay, just
okay.
keep doing this. And are you feeling your fingers tingle now?
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
they
feel them
are.
go tingly? Yeah, so this is
Yeah,
your
that's
energy.
right.
What we've just
Ah.
done is activated our fingertips, pulled the energy over
Mm-hmm.
here so that we can connect it with ourselves and push out the stress.
I can actually feel the tingling even if I stop doing
Yes,
it, right?
yes, yes. So it is just there. Even if you don't feel it's all right. I mean, some of us are more sensitive to energy, others are not. So that's perfectly okay. Just do it to activate yourself, right? Now, what you
Mm-hmm.
do is place the fingertips on this area where your eyes connect with the nose, right?
Okay.
And with
Yeah.
medium pressure, don't put too much pressure, but with a little bit of force, just drag your fingers across your cheekbone, the socket, okay, and go right up till your ear tips and push it off.
Okay. Okay.
Take a deep breath.
It automatically happened, the breath.
Yes. I
Okay. Can
told
you do it
you,
multiple number of times?
as many times as you want. And like I told you, your
Okay.
body understands this instinctively. It knows. It's just that we block it, right? Do it a couple of times. Press
Nice.
lightly and push.
So I think this helps people with sinus as well.
Yes, definitely. See, the thing is, stress is stored majorly in your face muscles. The facial muscles all go
Hmm.
tight. When you're stressed, if you look at your face, it feels all tense. It feels like it's being pulled. So when you do
Hmm.
this, you're literally setting all your muscles loose. So if you want to look fresher and if you want to feel younger, then you must definitely do this.
Awesome.
So,
Now I know why your skin glows every time I see you.
ah,
Very nice.
so
Awesome. So I'm amazed. These are so simple. These things anyone can do. Even like you said, sitting in a car, you're sitting there. You can
you can
imagine
do
blowing
it.
out the candles, and you can do this, and it's amazing. We think that overcoming stress is such a big thing. A lot of people
We
take stress about overcoming stress.
absolutely. If you've heard Sadhguru Jaggi, he says, why do you want to manage stress? You need to manage
Yeah,
something that you want to keep in your life. Stress you should
keep in
just
your
throw out
life.
of the window. So
Yes.
this is literally throwing stress out of my window.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Shraddha. I think it's become some of the things you explained, like the visual of the velvet and the candle flickering upwards straight,
Yes.
has created some beautiful. It's given me some way in which I can visualize energy. Till now it was like, okay, how do I actually see energy?
Yeah,
But now there is some way in which I think me and the viewers as well have found some way, and you have also shared some techniques. Thank you so much for joining us, and you've also become a part of this group. So
thank you.
we look forward to having a lot more inputs and a lot more suggestions from your end. And I think people are going to be asking questions on the group. So please share your inputs and anything that you
Definitely,
feel
I
like.
will. I
Uh,
will.
yeah, and I think this video is going to be available, everybody, on the page as well. So you can go back and you can watch the entire video going forward. I will also be Sorry, I think there was a pause. I'm going to be adding links to Shraddha Murarka's Facebook page and her social there again. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So you can go ahead and visit her page and find out more about Shraddha's work here as well. So thank you, Shraddha, very much. Thank you, everybody,
Thank,
for joining us. And
thank you so much.
if
Thank
you
you so
haven't
much
been,
from me
thank
and
you.
from my insight counseling. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.